Welcome back to Bike Ride Reviews. I'm your host Scott, and today we're testing the Vanpowers UrbanCross Pro. A flat bar, gravel-inspired e-bike with a sleek frame and sporty geometry. How will its 250-watt motor and 36-volt system perform? Will it struggle on hills or leave me walking during the range tests? That's what I aim to find out. I'll start with an overview of Vanpowers and the UrbanCross, followed by a look at the bike's pros and cons. Then we'll dive into the details, test the bike, and share ride footage. And finally, I'll wrap it up with my verdict on its value, performance, and overall capability. Vanpowers was founded in 2021 through a partnership between Salvin Times Technology Co. Ltd. and the Julian Electric Vehicle Co. In 2022, they launched what they claim was the world's first electric bicycle to use assembled frame technology, the City Vanture, via the crowdfunding on Indiegogo. You can watch our assembly and review video for the City Vanture on YouTube by clicking on the card above, or check out the full bike ride review page linked in the description below. Since then, Vanpowers has expanded its lineup to include a range of e-bikes, including urban commuters with narrow and fat tires, an electric folder, gravel bikes, and an all-terrain option. BIKERIDECV has reviewed 5 Vanpowers bikes, and you can find the links to those in the description below the video. The Vanpowers UrbanCross Pro is a sleek, performance-oriented e-bike, designed for both urban commuting and gravel adventures. It's powered by a 250-watt hub motor that delivers 40 Nm of torque. Pedal assist is managed by a torque sensor, and Vanpowers states that the integrated 36-volt, 346 watt-hour battery provides a range of up to 60 miles. Depending on where you look on the Vanpowers website, the bike does 25 miles per hour or 28 miles per hour using pedal assist. It's a little strange. And to make things more confusing, the Quick Start Guide says the assist speed limit is 20 miles per hour. Be that as it may, the UrbanCross has no throttle, and as shipped, it does 20 miles per hour, making it a Class 1 pedelec. More on this speed confusion later. By the way, Vanpowers gives inconsistent torque figures for this bike as well, publishing 40 Nm and 42 Nm in different places. They also say that the bike weighs 38.8 pounds, but on my scales, it comes in at 42 pounds. The 6061 aluminum alloy frame is partnered with an aluminum fork and a carbon fiber one-piece bar and stem with semi-integrated cabling. It has a 9-speed Shimano CUES drivetrain, Tektro hydraulic disc brakes with 160mm rotors, and tan wall CST 700/40C gravel tires. The integrated 1.45-inch color TFT LCD display offers Bluetooth connectivity and app control. Vanpowers also sells an UrbanCross Ultra that includes additional anti-theft features such as GPS tracking with geofencing, SOS alerts, proximity unlocking, and vibration alarms. The Ultra also has a drop bar and an 11-speed Shimano GRX drivetrain. The UrbanCross and its battery pack are certified to UL 2849 and UL 2271 standards by SGS, with IPX5 weather protection on the bike and IP65 on the battery pack. This means the bike is protected against rain and daily rinsing, but not immersion. Overall, the UrbanCross Pro combines thoughtful design with quality components, making it a capable choice for both urban rides and weekend adventures. Now let's explore how these features come together in our pros and cons. Thanks to its sturdy aluminum frame and sporty geometry, the UrbanCross is nimble, corners at speed, and it's a pleasure to pedal. The 250-watt motor easily gets the bike up to 20 miles per hour, and the 9-speed drivetrain makes it easy to find a comfortable cadence at any speed. The 700/40C wheelset rolls efficiently, and it strikes a great balance between being wide enough to handle gravel roads with confidence, but narrow enough to minimize rolling resistance on pavement. The UrbanCross was a great ride on pavement, light gravel, and wide open roads, as well as in cluttered urban environments. The UrbanCross does a great job of hiding the fact that it's an e-bike. The frame has a sleek, eye-catching design, and the battery is neatly hidden in the down tube. The cables are all fully internally routed, and the display is seamlessly integrated into the cockpit. And the control pad is a compact 3-button affair. The bike is impressively quiet, and the rear hub motor delivered a smooth, hushed performance. Free from the high-pitched whine that's characteristic of many e-bikes. The 42-tooth chainring and 9-speed 11 to 41-tooth cassette provide a great range of gears. The CUES shifter has a window showing what gear you're in, and it delivers crisp, reliable shifts. The gearing made it easy to maintain a comfortable cadence throughout the Class 1 speed range of 0 to 20 miles per hour. Combined with that wide range of gears, the 250-watt motor provides hill climbing ability that's far superior to many competitors that I've tested recently. I think that it's a shame that Vanpowers doesn't provide accurate and consistent performance figures for this bike. If you buy the UrbanCross thinking it will do 28 miles per hour, you'll be sorely disappointed. Even if you're happy with the lower figure of 25 miles per hour they state on the website, you still won't get what you expect, as this bike steadfastly refuses to exceed 23 miles per hour when it's unlocked. If Vanpowers simply called it a Class 1 pedelec with a 20 mile per hour top speed, the bike would still be a good option, and nobody would end up disappointed. A sticker on the bike even says Class 1, 20 miles per hour, but you wouldn't know that until the UrbanCross you ordered had been delivered to your door. The UrbanCross doesn't come with racks, fenders, or a kickstand, but it does have triple mounts on the fork legs and seat tube, a bottle cage mount on the down tube, and what appear to be fender mounts at both ends of the bike. Vanpowers told me they might offer fenders or a rack for this bike in the future, but they gave no timeline for when these might be available. This significantly limits the bike's practicality as a commuter. The UrbanCross comes with bright front and rear lights, but they're not integrated. They have to be manually switched on and off, and you have to take them off the bike to charge them. Lights that are powered by the bike's battery would be much more practical, especially since you wouldn't be able to forget to charge them. Also, the lights are currently included as part of a special offer, so there's no certainty that they'll always be free and included with the bike. I encountered some frustrating inconsistencies in the VanLife app that are worsened by the confusing information on the Vanpowers website. The first of these is the option to raise the speed limit, which I mentioned earlier. Despite the existence of a Class 3 setting in the app, and Vanpowers' various claims of the top speed being 25 miles per hour or 28 miles per hour, assistance refuses to exceed 23 miles per hour. Also, the app gets its range estimates wildly wrong. The app and the bike both display predicted range, but the app's estimate was almost always twice that shown by the display. For example, in a Pedal Assist 5 range test, the app gave a range of 39 miles, while the display showed 24. I actually managed to ride 27 miles. The display was always more accurate than the app, and more importantly, it underestimated the range, reducing the risk of being left without any motor power. The UrbanCross Pro is a flat bar gravel, or urban hybrid e-bike designed to deliver both on-road efficiency and off-road stability. Vanpowers positions it as being for riders seeking a lightweight e-bike that provides motor assistance without sacrificing aesthetic appeal. The UrbanCross comes in two builds, the Flat Bar Pro we're testing and the Drop Bar Ultra. Both are available in 3 sizes, with the Pro claimed to suit riders between 5'1" and 6'7". Our test bike is a size large, which allegedly fits riders from 5'11" to 6'7". The payload capacity is rated at 265 pounds, or 120 kilos. The aluminum alloy frame has an aero-inspired style, with smooth welds and fully internal cable routing that give it a premium look and clean silhouette. However, it must be noted that internal cable routing, especially where it goes through the headset, as it does here, makes servicing much more difficult. There is no suspension fork or seat post dampening, as this is a fully rigid platform, designed to maximize pedal efficiency and keep weight low. It is therefore more suited to long-distance mixed surface rides than aggressive trail antics. The UrbanCross Pro has a Vanpowers rear hub motor with a 250 watt nominal power output and 40 Newton meters of torque. The 346 watt-hour 36 volt battery is hidden inside the down tube, and it's non-removable. But it's good to see Vanpowers include a 4 amp fast charger that reduces the charging time. The motor and torque sensor do a great job of providing smooth, natural pedal assist. The motor's quiet, steady assistance suits this bike well. As a Class 1 e-bike, the UrbanCross provides pedal assist up to 20 miles per hour, and it has no throttle, giving it good compliance with e-bike rules in most states. Riders can switch between Eco, Sport, and Boost pedal assist modes, with the discrete 3-button controller, which is mounted on the left side. The compact 1.45-inch TFT display is integrated into the one-piece cockpit, and it shows key stats such as speed, battery level, distance, and assist mode. There's none of the clutter found with regular bar-mounted displays and their nest of wires. Just a streamlined cockpit, providing easy access to the information you need. SGS has certified the battery for compliance with UL 2271, and the full e-bike system compliance with UL 2849. Importantly, the battery is IP65 rated for weatherproofing, and the bike is IPX5 rated. While you probably won't dunk your bike in a stream, these ratings ensure that it's protected against rain, splashes, and road spray. Ideal for commuting and bike packing. The UrbanCross rolls on 700C alloy rims, wearing CST 40mm gravel tires with stylish tan sidewalls. The tires have puncture protection and a light tread pattern that's suitable for both pavement and dirt. The front wheel's 12 by 100mm through axle increases rigidity for better control over rough terrain and when braking. The wheels and tires combine low rolling resistance with plentiful grip on gravel and other loose surfaces. The rims and tires are both tubeless ready. At the heart of the UrbanCross Pro's drivetrain is Shimano CUES U4000 9-speed system, based on the Link Glide platform designed specifically for e-bike durability. This setup includes a Shimano CN LG500 chain, a 42-tooth chainring, and an 11 to 41-tooth cassette. Braking is handled by Tektro 2-piston hydraulic disc brakes with 160mm rotors. The UrbanCross Pro's integrated one-piece cockpit is both lighter than traditional bar and stem combos, and it looks incredibly clean. The handlebar is a good fit for gravel and commuting. At 680mm, it's wide enough to provide good control of the bike over bumpy terrain, but it's also narrow enough for urban traffic. The lock-on grips are ergonomically shaped, and the saddle is a neutral profile endurance model, in line with the bike's dual-purpose nature. It's mounted on a 30.9mm alloy seat post. The plastic platform-style pedals should be adequate for most riders. The UrbanCross impressed in our hill climb tests, with the 250-watt motor outperforming bikes with 350-watt motors and providing good assistance on hills. The UrbanCross ascended the small elevation hill in a respectable 3 minutes and 8 seconds, at an average speed of 18.2 miles per hour. Only the 10Ways Seago 600 did better, at 2 seconds faster. The UrbanCross easily beat the Utopia Carbon 1, which took 3 minutes and 21 seconds, the Fido Air, which took 3 minutes and 53, and the Velotric T1 ST Plus, which needed 4 minutes and 3 seconds to climb this hill. The UrbanCross achieved a similar standing in the medium elevation hill climb, where it was again beaten only by the Seago 600, which laid down a time of 2 minutes and 40 seconds, versus the UrbanCross's 2 minutes and 58. The Utopia Carbon 1 set the same time as the UrbanCross, but the Fido Air and the Velotric T1 ST Plus were both much slower. In the acceleration test, the UrbanCross, Velotric T1 ST Plus, and 10Ways Seago 600 Pro all set an 8-second 0 to 20 time using pedal assist. The Fido Air was slightly slower with a time of 9 seconds, and the Utopia Carbon 1 was a hair faster at 7.5 seconds. Range testing produced similar results. The UrbanCross landed smack in the middle of the group, with 27.11 miles covered and 981 feet of elevation gained over 1 hour and 35 minutes. This handily exceeded the capabilities of the Fido Air and the Velotric T1 ST Plus, but it fell slightly short of the 10Ways Seago 600 Pro, which got 27.98 miles, and the Utopia Carbon 1, which managed 31.41 miles. I was again pleasantly surprised by the UrbanCross's performance in the pedal assist sport test. The bike's second assist level boosted its range by almost 35%, as it covered 36.52 miles and it gained 1,109 feet of elevation over the course of 2 hours and 27 minutes. The brake test, on the other hand, was slightly disappointing, with the UrbanCross Pro needing 26.5 feet to stop from 20 miles per hour. This was the worst result in this grouping, with the 10Ways Seago 600 taking 26 feet and the Carbon 1 21 feet. Both the Fido Air and Velotric T1 ST Plus stopped in 18 feet. As expected, with its sporty geometry and athletic riding position, the UrbanCross proved agile and responsive, and it performed well in both urban and rural environments. While you can feel the impacts from larger bumps and rocks, obviously, the frame does a decent job of dampening vibrations and shocks. I rode on Cat 3 and 4 gravel without much discomfort. Now, I wouldn't choose the UrbanCross for an all-day ride on surfaces like this, but I was pleasantly surprised by its off-road capability. The frame displayed no noticeable flex or speed wobbles, even when I was bombing downhill at over 35 miles per hour. With the 42-tooth chainring and 11-to-41 tooth cassette, the Shimano CUES 9-speed drivetrain is a nice match for the bike's 20 mile per hour top speed, offering gearing that's suited to both high-speed cruising and moderate climbs. Even without motor assistance, I had no trouble pedaling the bike over flat terrain and up some mild inclines. Normally, I criticize off-road bikes without clutches on their rear derailleurs, but Shimano has engineered the CUES U4000 to perform well without a clutch. Indeed, it provided crisp shifts and minimal chain slap while keeping the chain secure, even over some rough and rocky terrain. Though the 700x40C gravel tires provided a good combination of efficiency on pavement and grip on gravel, they did underperform in the braking tests. The light tread and fast rolling compound reduces rolling resistance, but they also lead to longer stopping distances. Combined with the effective gearing, the motor provides quick acceleration. Climbing hills can require fair effort in eco or sport mode, but the boost mode provides solid assistance and respectable hill climbing times. Power delivery is almost as smooth and natural as a mid-drive motor, and the impressively quiet motor produces only a low hum when it's working hard, and it was pretty easy to forget that I was riding an e-bike. The rest of the bike was similarly noise-free, with no rattles or chain slap in most situations. The 3 pedal assist levels, Eco, Sport, and Boost, provide a good range of assistance. Eco provides a pleasant workout, while Boost delivers good power for relaxed cruising. Sport mode was a nice mix, efficient and powerful enough to maintain 18 to 20 miles per hour in most conditions, extending your range without sacrificing performance. The UrbanCross features a unique security measure. When it's powered off, the rear hub is locked, so the back wheel doesn't roll. Combined with the optional PIN code for locking the display, this makes it difficult for someone to ride off with the bike, though you have to power the bike on to move it around. This mild inconvenience is a worthwhile trade-off for the added security that it provides. One last downside was the saddle. I personally found it hard and uncomfortable, and after just a few miles, I was constantly having to move around on the saddle or stand on the pedals for comfort. I needed padded shorts to get through longer rides, and I expect that many users will quickly replace this saddle. The UrbanCross's compact, round 1.45-inch full-color TFT LCD display is fully integrated into the carbon cockpit. It's bright, easy to read, and well organized, with essential information visible at a glance, including the battery level, which includes a percentage, the time, current speed, Bluetooth, and 4G connectivity, and a customizable lower info section for the odometer, ride time, average speed, max speed, trip distance, and estimated range. While the display supports Bluetooth and some smart features, the UrbanCross Pro lacks the smart features such as GPS tracking, auto unlock, SOS crash detection, remote diagnostics, and proximity start that come with the UrbanCross Ultra's T-Box system. A sleek control pad is mounted on the left bar, with buttons for up, down, and power. The up and down buttons adjust pedal assist levels and navigate the menu, while the power button cycles the lower info section. The majority of the advanced settings are accessed via the bike, with a few of them available in the app. To access it on the bike, you hold the up and down buttons down together. The menu is intuitive and well labeled, with settings for units, backlight, auto sleep timer, and the optional password protection. It's also home to system information, including information about the battery, display, and controller, a Bluetooth toggle, a trip reset, and language options, as well as the full factory reset. Overall, I found this bike's display useful, intuitive, and easy to navigate, aside from two minor complaints. First, the battery percentage gets hard to see when it's below 30%, since the dark text almost becomes invisible against the black background. This seems like a strange oversight, since it's only when the battery is close to running out that you really worry about how much charge is left. The second problem is that the screen can't be seen through polarized sunglasses. The Vanpowers Van Life app provides features that enhance convenience, security, and ride monitoring. However, most of the advanced controls are accessed directly through the display, so the app isn't essential. The key security features provided by the app are a password for securing the display and ride logs to help track trip history and detect unauthorized use. The app provides real-time status updates and diagnostics, allowing riders to monitor battery level, estimated range, and the condition of key components like the motor, controller, and battery. Users can customize settings like units and language, and switch between Class 1 and 3. The Class 3 mode is barely Class 3, however, as the bike refuses to go faster than 23 miles per hour in this setting, not the 25 miles per hour or 28 miles per hour that Vanpowers variously states on its website. For ride tracking, the app can record GPS routes when connected to your phone and save ride stats for later review, similar to fitness tracking apps. While it does lack the Ultra's premium T-Box features like built-in GPS tracking, crash detection, remote diagnostics, and proximity unlock, the Van Life app is functional, easy to use, and a nice bonus for anyone who wants added connectivity. The Vanpowers UrbanCross Pro is a sleek and capable electric gravel bike that's aimed at riders who value torque-sensing pedal assist, refined design, and ride versatility. It's particularly appealing for cyclists who want a fast, efficient, and understated e-bike that easily handles pavement and light trails. The UrbanCross Pro's UL certified electric system, integrated carbon cockpit, and quality Shimano drivetrain make it a refined offering among sub $3,000 e-bikes. It's a shame Vanpowers doesn't provide fenders or a rack for this bike, or integrated lights. And I was also disappointed by problems with the VanLife app and the lack of clear product information. Despite these complaints, the agile handling, strong test results, quality components, and stylish looks made the UrbanCross good value. The other shame is Vanpowers selling this bike as offering Class 3 functionality, or being able to reach 25 or 28 miles per hour. If Vanpowers simply sold this bike as a Class 1 gravel e-bike, they'd have a winner on their hands. And indeed, if you approach this bike as a Class 1 urban runabout with decent gravel chops, there's plenty to like here. You can find similar bikes from other brands that weigh less, or are faster, or even cheaper. But it's hard to find a competitor that offers this bike's combination of smoothness, range, hill climbing ability, comfort, component quality, and price. Just don't expect to do 28 miles per hour. What do you think about the UrbanCross? Are you interested in these electric gravel bikes for backroad exploring or urban adventures? And would the lack of fenders and racks put you off? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're still looking for your perfect bike, check out BIKERIDECV for more great bike reviews. You can browse our best bike lists to narrow your search, find local cycling events near you, learn bike maintenance with our repair guides, and chat with other cyclists in our online forums. I'll be back soon with another exciting review, so stay tuned. And thanks for joining me in this review of the UrbanCross Pro.